Moore won't die wondering. He goes right round the outside. He has a big go. The national final is over in overtime, and Andrew Corbett gets the checker flag.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian production sedan title, proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
Presentation, although he doesn't get a medal, we'd like to acknowledge the hard work it's been for this man to get here. The defending champion who's had all sorts of rotten luck. Please make him welcome his attempt to try and defend his title from Queensland, starting from position number 21, the Australian champion, Andrew Corbett. From position number 20, after starting at the back of the B main, he made his way to 4th. From Kalgoorlie in Western Australia, Jeff Paul. From position number 19, driving car number 181, Barry Rose. From position number 18, driving car number 72, Daniel Orio. From position number 17, the winner of the B main, the 2 times Australian champion, car number 61 from Albany, Ron Belfield. From position number 16, driving car number 73, Glenn Hoskins. From position number 15, driving car number 34, Damon Truchet. From position number 14, from New South Wales in car number 27, Wayne Burke. From position number 13, driving car number 65 from New South Wales, Stuart Fawcett. From position number 12, from Narrogin in Western Australia, driving car number 16, Paul Stevens. From position number 11, driving car number 57, Nathan Penn. And now we move to the top 10. Starting from position number 10, driving car number 78, Jackie Maroney. From position number 9, last night presented with Best Presented Car and Crew, car 31, Kane McDermott. From position number 8, driving car number 21, Rick Massara. From position number 7, driving car number 13, from Kalgoorlie, Tim Green. From position number 6, a 9-time state champion, 2 times national champion, our current WA champion, from Victoria, if that all makes sense, Stephen Laidlaw. From position number 5, driving car number 2, Nino Mendez. And then the front 2 rows. From position number 4, driving car number 51, Anthony King. From position number 3, 2 times WA 3-stroke champion, national champion, and also production sedan champion, Michael Hammond. And then our front row, from position number 2, driving car number 12, Rod Massara. It's an all former national champion front row because Rod won it in 2008. The 2014 champion will start on the pole position from Queensland, driving car number 15, Tim Atkin. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all 21 cars, first of all, who will take part in the national final, as we cross down to Chris, who's going to have a quick chat to Tim Atkin. Stapley, the clerk, of course, saying we're going next time around. Rod Massara on the outside of Tim Atkin. "40 laps the journey." Let's see how far we can get in what should be a thriller. The 2 best drivers we've seen this weekend are on the front row, both former national champions. And at 10:23 local time, they head into turn 3 and await the green lights. The Coates Hire Australian Production Sedan title for Speedway Sedans Australia at Moora in WA is all go. And Rod Massara got the best of the start. Down into turn number 1. Tim Atkin is there. So go into turn 1 and 2. Atkin back in front. Rod Massara in second place. They're 4 wide out of turn 2. Michael Hammond goes sideways. One car on the outside of him is Nino Mendez. Back then to the 51 of Anthony King. Tim Green in 6th place. They say tippy toe out of 3 and 4 the first time. Atkin the leader. Mendez in 2nd place. Michael Hammond in 3rd. Back then to Rod Massara in 4th place. Back then in 5th place is Anthony King, then Tim Green. So head down the back straight. We've got one car that's spun. The yellow lights have come on. Yellow lights are on. And there's Jackie Maroney who has spun the car in turn number 4. And there'll be a stoppage. Tim Atkin opened a small lead the last time of asking at the start. Here we go again. The national final about to get back underway. Restart number 1 away. A good start too for Tim Atkin and Rod Massara. So go down to turn number 1. They've all safely got through there. They have. Atkin is the leader. Back to Massara. 3rd place is that of Michael Hammond. Then in 4th place is Anthony King. 5th place already is Stephen Laidlaw. He started out of 6. There's a bit of trouble. There's a lot of trouble further back. The yellows are on again. Glenn Hoskins is going in the reverse direction. Barry Rose in trouble in 181. Who else is involved in that? And the back right wheel on Andrew Corbett's car is leaning right in, and I suggest he's not going to last. He's going to be out before it gets underway. So Jeff Paul didn't complete a lap. Ron Belfield's got smoke billowing out of 61. He's not going to go any further. About to lead them into the main straight for the 3rd time. For the Australian title, it's all go. And Tim Atkin got the best of the start again. As we move down into turn number 1. Massara stays with him this time. Back to Michael Hammond in 3rd, Anthony King. On the outside is Stephen Laidlaw, and back to Nino Mendez in 6th. Tim Green 7th, then Rick Massara in 8th place. They're 3 wide further back after that as they come out of 3 and 4. And will they all get through? We have ourselves 1 lap down. 1 down and 39 to go. Tim Atkin out in front. Michael Hammond's car starting to billow smoke. Michael Hammond's not going to last the distance. In fact, he won't last 2 laps. Hammond's gone. He's out of the race. So Michael Hammond blows an engine on lap number 2 as they move out of turn number 3 and 4. As they move down to the main straight, it's Tim Atkin out in front. Back in 2nd place, we've got a 3-car pile-up in turn 4. 16 Paul Stevens, 181 Barry Rose, and 27 from New South Wales Wayne Burke, all involved. Lap number 2, turn number 4 this time. Single file. This is the first single file restart we've had. Around the cone, into the main straight. We're back underway in the national final. Down into turn number 1. Tim Atkin to the leader. Gets a nice run out of turn number 2. Rod Massara. Back in 3rd place, it's Anthony King. Here comes Laidlaw. Oh! Heavy crash. Something broke on Nino Mendez's car, and that has slammed into the wall full pelt. Mendez's car has been demolished over on the back straight. He's sitting in the middle of the track. The ambulance is on its way, so too the crash crew, and it's bounced into the middle of the circuit. And that is a heavy impact crash. Something has broken on that car and has careered head first into the wall. We'll take some music in what is becoming a dramatic race, and we'll be back with the restart when we can. They'll go hopefully the time after this. They've all been given their race order. And 11 seconds under yellow or green, not counting the other minutes under red. Away again. Atkins leads down the main straight from Rod Massara. Back in third place, it's Anthony King as they move out of turn number 2. Here comes Stephen Laidlaw, goes underneath of Anthony King into third place. Back to Rick Massara in 5th. So move out of 3 and 4. Can we get lap number 2 completed? Yes. It's Akin, Massara, Laidlaw, King. Back to Rick Massara in 5th place. 6th place Tim Green, then Kane McDermott, Nathan Penn. Back then to Jackie Maroney. Glenn Hoskins has made it now up to 10th place. So move out of 3 and 4. The race leader absolutely flying. 19.387 the last time around. 19.087 this time. Rod Massara second, Laidlaw right behind him, gives him a tap on the back end. Back then to Anthony King in 4th. Rick Massara in 5th place. 6th place is Tim Green. Then Kane McDermott, and 8th place belongs that of Nathan Penn. Jackie Maroney, then Hoskins. Truchet is 11th, Ron Belfield. Then Stuart Fawcett, Barry Rose, Paul Stevens and Daniel Orio. The race leader is Tim Atkin. He's out by 2.1 seconds, and 18.975 the last time around, as quick as anyone has gone tonight or last night. Atkin goes quicker again, 18.842 this time. Massara in second place, being hounded by Laidlaw. The race finally settles down, 35 laps to go. 4th place is that of Anthony King, then Rick Massara. Tim Green behind him. Then in 7th place is that of Nathan Penn. 8th place is Kane McDermott. Glenn Hoskins is up to 9th after winning the B main. Down the main straight they go. Well, he didn't actually win the B main, as Rick Massara is going to be out, I think. Smoke billowing out of the 21 car. He's not going to see the distance. Our race leader is Atkin. Another lap put together. Rod Massara. Back then to Stephen Laidlaw. Anthony King. Rick Massara producing a smoke screen. Back then to Tim Green. Nathan Penn. Kane McDermott. And Glenn Hoskins. Jackie Maroney, the next car running. Then we've got Damon Truchet and Stuart Fawcett. He's under pressure from Barry Rose. Rose goes underneath of him. The leaders are back through, and lap traffic soon will be an issue. Atkin, Rod Massara, then 5 car lengths back in third place to Stephen Laidlaw. Rick Massara with a car that is smoking rather heavily. Smells like tyre. It might be something more drastic in a minute. So it's Atkin, Massara, Laidlaw and King. Then Tim Green, Nathan Penn. Then back to McDermott. Oh, we've lost a wheel. We've got a whole axle here. And it belongs to the 21 car of Rick Massara. It's sitting right here in the main straight, and look at the smoke coming off of it. Look at the smoke coming off of that wheel. It is very, very hot indeed. 9 laps complete. Tim Atkin was out by 3 seconds, or 2.6 seconds. So they're away again. So move out of turn number 2. And down the back straight. This time Atkin doesn't get away. Rod Massara's applying the pressure. Into the main straight, 10 down and 30 to go. And not only is Rod Massara applying the pressure, so too is the veteran Victorian Stephen Laidlaw. 3 car lengths back then to Anthony King. Up in 5th place is Nathan Penn. Then back to Tim Green in 6th position as they move out of turn number 4 and into the main straight. The race leader is car number 15, Tim Atkin, Rod Massara, and back then to Stephen Laidlaw. 4 or 5 car lengths back to Anthony King. Here comes Tim Smith underneath and Nathan Penn. Further back we've got Kane McDermott and Glenn Hoskins. He's up to 8th place after being in the B main. Hoskins, some sort of a drive, and there's a long way to go. Rod Massara now looking underneath of Tim Atkin. A long way from home, but it's getting exciting. The 3 of them locked together. Laidlaw right there with them. Back then in 4th place is the 51 car of Anthony King, Tim Green fifth, then Nathan Penn. A few car lengths back then to Kane McDermott and Glenn Hoskins. Hoskins is about to be joined by Stuart Fawcett. The three cars out in front though are locked together. Atkin runs wide, Rod Massara hits the front, and now Laidlaw hits the front. We've had 3 leaders in half a lap. Massara runs wide, and Laidlaw is in front. Laidlaw, Massara and Atkin. Wow, that didn't take long to change. So now Laidlaw's in front. Atkin tries to get back underneath the Massara. Massara drives around the outside. We go up an octave. We've got 25 laps to go. And the blink of an eye, the whole race changed complexion. And Atkin is now chasing instead of being chased. A bit of smoke coming out the back of the 33 car of Laidlaw. Rod Massara, who last week chased down Laidlaw as well in the state title, is doing exactly the same again. They've skipped away from Atkin. Down into turn number 1. 24 laps remain. It's Laidlaw for Massara. And back then to Tim Atkin. A gap back then to the 51 car of Anthony King. Tim Green. Then Nathan Penn. Glenn Hoskins up to 7th place now. Down the main straight, the margin is 0.4 of a second. Not much separating the top 3. It's Laidlaw, Massara, and the 3rd place car of Tim Atkin. 3 former national champions are running 1, 2 and 3. Laidlaw won this event two times. Massara's won it once. Atkin has won it once. And they're going hammer and tongs with 22 laps remaining. A long gap back to Anthony King. Back then to Tim Green, Nathan Penn and Glenn Hoskins. They're in the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Pass the strike again. 0.7 of a second separates the top 3. Tim Green goes underneath of Anthony King and into 4th place. Back then to Nathan Penn and 73 Glenn Hoskins. But you can't take your eyes off the first 3. A classic old go at the halfway mark. 20 down and 20 to go. Laidlaw just in front. Here's Massara and Atkin. Atkin had to momentarily button off as he tried to go underneath of Massara. Massara's lining up Laidlaw again into turn number 3. He comes underneath again. They come into the main straight side by side. On the outside, Laidlaw resumes the lead. Massara, Atkin, a long gap to Tim Green. Back to Anthony King, he's under pressure from Nathan Penn and Glenn Hoskins. Oh, and Laidlaw's out. No, not Laidlaw. Atkin is out. Atkin has gone up in smoke. The yellow lights have come on. I'm not sure why the yellows are on, to be honest. Atkin's out of the race. He's gone up in smoke on the back straight. Except for the restart. Away. Down into turn number 1 once again. Laidlaw and Massara going hammer and tongs. Tim Green in 3rd place. Anthony King, Steve, and then back to Glenn Hoskins as they come out of 4. Rod Massara looking to get underneath the Laidlaw. Didn't quite get it done. Down into turn 1, Laidlaw, Massara and Tim Green from Kalgoorlie. Massara levels up again into the top turn. Laidlaw goes in quickly, so too Massara. Here comes Tim Green. Down into turn 1 and 2. Massara has another look. Here he goes. Massara back in front. Another lead change. Down into turn 1 and 2. Massara 3 and 4. Laidlaw comes back again. Leads on him as they come across the line. The margin is 0.05 of a second. Laidlaw back in front. On the outside, it's Massara and Laidlaw going hammer and tongs. Massara and Laidlaw into 3. Another car retires. 3/4 track hires Massara. Laidlaw, Laidlaw and Massara into the fence or in the front straight. There's going to be big damage. 73 Glenn Hoskins had nowhere to go. Slams into the back of Rod Massara, and we've got drama with 15 laps to go. Oh my goodness. 25 laps down, and we've got an incident with the leaders. Stephen Laidlaw, the leader, has been sent to the rear of the field. For causing the stoppage, an incident with Rod Massara. The 73 car of Glenn Hoskins is damaged. It's on the infield. Stephen Laidlaw going to talk to Kim Beard, one of the chief stewards of this meeting. He's on the infield. I'm not sure what's happening with Rod Massara. My view of Rod Massara is, well, they're putting a chain to the front of the car. So Rod Massara is going to be out. My view's obscured by the flag stand here. It's a major drama, and this is really going to throw a cat amongst the pigeons. Well, this is built like a German tank. Glenn Hoskins is coming back out. The Rowell Engineering car 73, who started from position number 16, is going to be, he's going to be in 4th place. Tim Green is going to be the leader from Anthony King and Kane McDermott, and all the former national champions of this race that were in the lead group are out. Only Ronnie Belfield remains in the, and Stephen Laidlaw, but he's at the back. And there's the end of the 12 car of Rod Massara. It was a nice looking car, but the back end has been ripped off. And barring some extraordinary miracle from either Ron Belfield or Stephen Laidlaw, we're going to get a new national champion. Anthony King up behind Tim Green. We're underway. Kane McDermott and Glenn Hoskins. It's going to be a great old finish here. Barry Rose and the little 181 Sigma is right in the mix as well. So head down into turn 3 and 4. The race leader is Tim Green from Kalgoorlie, Anthony King, Kane McDermott, Glenn Hoskins, and Hoskins in the Tirana is 3/4 track high. He's out in the paddocks. He's gone back to 5th now because underneath comes Barry Rose. Also right up there now is the Narrogin driver, Paul Stevens. But it's Tim Green out in front. Tim Green, the leader. Back in 2nd place, it's Anthony King. 3rd place, it's Kane McDermott as they head down the back straight again. Kane McDermott makes a move, goes underneath of Anthony King and goes into 2nd place as they come out of turn number 4. Kane McDermott started out at 9, moves up to 2nd, and Tim Green started out of position number 7. Tim Green's got 13 laps to go. The yellow lights have come on. We've got a car up in the fence. It's Paul Stevens in car number 16. And we've got another stoppage. 15 laps remain in an extraordinary national final. Out of turn 4. Wait for the greens. We're back underway. Down into turn number 1. Tim Green leads them. Anthony King looking for a way through on Kane McDermott, couldn't do so. 4th place is Barry Rose. 5th place is Glenn Hoskins. Then we've got Jackie Maroney there and Damon Truchet. Truchet is underneath the Maroney and looking for a way under Hoskins. 12 to go, Tim Green the leader. 2nd place, it's that of Kane McDermott. 3rd place is that of Anthony King. Stephen Laidlaw retires to the infield, he's gone. So it's an all West Australian affair now. So move into the main straight. And down in the main straight it's Green from McDermott. 3rd place is Anthony King. Barry Rose in 4th place. 5th place is 73 of Glenn Hoskins. So go down the back section. There'll be 10 laps to go in the Australian final. And there's 9 cars remaining, all West Australian. Green, McDermott, King and Rose. Rose out of the B main. 5th place of Hoskins. Truchet finished 5th a week ago. He's 6th in the national final at the moment. Ron Belfield are 2 times winners there in 7th. Then Jackie Maroney and Daniel Orio. Count them down, Moora. 9 laps to go, and Barry Rose has gone into 3rd place. The Little Sigma is giving on a mighty showing. Down the back straight they go. The Little Sigma's gone into 3rd place. He finished 3rd a week ago in the Western Australian title, but he come through the B main in the national final. Oh, and Anthony King's gone. Anthony King's lost a tyre. He's got a flat tyre. He's out of the race. That puts Glenn Hoskins into 4th. The yellow lights have come on. Yellow lights have come on. I'm not sure why again, but they're on for a restart. They come out of turn 4. Will this be the last stoppage? 8 laps to go. The Australian final back underway. Green just ahead of McDermott. Rose and Hoskins. Hoskins immediately goes to the inside, gets a tap. Ronnie Belfield's going under Truchet. So head out of turn 2 and down the back straight. The first 2 have gone away. And here comes Hoskins, looking underneath of Barry Rose. The Little Sigma on the outside, Hoskins the inside, 7 to go. Green, McDermott, Rose, Hoskins and Truchet. Back then to Ronnie Belfield in 6th place. Now it's a 3-way go. McDermott and Rose. Back in 4th place is the 73 car of Hoskins. Ronnie Belfield goes into 5th. Truchet back to 6th. Tim Green leads with 6 to go by 0.7 of a second. Kane McDermott and then 181 Barry Rose. Then in 4th place it's that of Glenn Hoskins. Further back to Ronnie Belfield in 5th. There's 5 laps to go. Can Tim Green hang on? He has a handy lead. They're all getting very tired. The lap times are slowing right down to 20-second laps. As they move out of turn 2, what has Kane McDermott got? Can he catch him? There's 3 car lengths the margin. 6 car lengths back to 181 Barry Rose and Glenn Hoskins. Ronnie Belfield there in 5th with 4 to go. The margin is 0.4 of a second. Can Kane McDermott catch Tim Green? Barry Rose and Glenn Hoskins having a titanic battle for the 3rd place. Down into turn 3 again. Count them down, 3 laps to go. Oh, is Tim Green done enough? He's opened up a gap now. It's back to 0.8. Down into turn 1. McDermott, Rose, Hoskins and Belfield. I think they'll be the top 5. Back to Maroney, Truchet, and the last car running is Daniel Orio. 2 laps to go. The white flag is out next lap around. It's Tim Green from Kalgoorlie, 2 laps away from being crowned the new Australian champion. He's well clear. Back then to McDermott, then back to Rose. 4th place is Hoskins, 5th place is up for dispute, and around the outside goes Jackie Maroney. 1 to go. Ronnie Belfield's bonnet's coming adrift. Oh, flat tyre for Hoskins. Maroney's gone to 4th. Hoskins may lose out here. Can he hold on to 5th? But down the back straight the last time. Our new Australian champion is from Kalgoorlie, and it's Tim Green. Tim Green first across the line. Then it's Kane McDermott, Barry Rose, Jackie Maroney, and a photo. A photo finish for 5th. Ron Belfield has got up. Ron Belfield has finished 5th in a blanket finish. What a race it was in the end. Tim Green, Kane McDermott, Barry Rose, Jackie Maroney, Ron Belfield, Damon Truchet was 0.05 of a second off being on the podium. Daniel Orio and Glenn Hoskins with a flat tyre is last to complete the distance. Our new national champion is Tim Green from Kalgoorlie. Presentations coming up very, very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new Australian champion as he comes around.
Thanks very much, John. And we'll get underway with the presentations. They're all having a chin wag over there. But in 5th place, a 2 times and multiple state champion from Albany's Atwell Park. He started from position 17 after winning the B main. Put your hands together for Ron Belfield. Well, Ronnie, you're back on the podium. We haven't seen you for a couple of years, but the little Taranas held in there, and you find yourself in 5th place.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable, Jace. I really honestly did not think I'd be here today.
But you are, and it's an old car, but it's an old faithful, and it's got you through. It was a very long 40 laps tonight.
Certainly a tough one. There's a couple of times there I thought I was going to be out. But, yeah, she just kept hanging in there. Must have made it pretty tough, I think.
And the bonnet at the end there, it started to come up, I think, on the second last lap. It made it a bit more difficult.
Certainly did. I couldn't see a lot down the straights. I'm just looking for that turn in. I lost the pipe bumper over on the back straight there. And yeah, I thought, oh no, she's all over this time.
And a few people you'd like to thank.
Certainly would. Thank Denise, Ciara and Ashton, the old boy, Damo, Type Power Albany, A1 Sandblasting, Auto 1 Albany. Thanks very much. Moora Speedway, SSA. And congratulations to Timmy. And yeah, what a top couple of weeks.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen, a great guy, Ronnie Belfield, our 5th place getter. In 4th place, he started out of position number 10 and is now Australia number 4. Put your hands together for car number 78 of Jackie Moroney. He said to me last night, he doesn't even know when he last won a race, and he won a heat race in the national title. And here we are as 4th place getter in an Australian final. I was just saying, you're parked in the very far corner of the pits, and you said to me last night, I'm not used to these things with getting photos after winning races, and here you are now, Australia 4.
I never thought in a million years I'd be here. I've got to thank Glenn, Royal Engineering. The car wouldn't be on the track without him. Mrs. Fitz, Clever Kids with Robin, up in the stands somewhere. All my Esperance family who came up for this weekend. They drove up on Friday to surprise me. My dad, he built that car head to toe, so he can build a quick car.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in 4th place, Jackie Moroney. In 3rd place, he started from position number 19 in the final after finishing 3rd in the B main. The little Sigma did him proud, and car 181 last week was WA number 3. He's now Australia number 3, Barry Rose. And we've also got a cowboy hat because it was a country and western theme. So being presented by Joe Fitzpatrick, the president of the Moora Speedway. Well done, Barry. 2 weeks in a row, 3rd, and you had a great old go tonight.
Oh, I'm absolutely stoked. I didn't think I'd get this far up in the A main, but wow, so happy with this. Massive thanks to my mum and dad, always taking me around, always supporting me. Massive thanks to Dad for all the help building the car. Thank you to Sue and Tom and Lauren for their support this weekend, and big thanks to Nino for all his ongoing help. Yeah.
Was there a time when you saw that you were in the B main, you thought, oh, we're not going to make it this year?
Yeah, I had a bit of a bad run in the heat races, and I thought I wasn't even going to make it into the A for a bit, but hung in there and kept trying my best, and yeah, here I am.
A few people you'd like to thank?
My sponsors, JBez Roofing, Prestige Fiberglass, Mendes Race Engines, Race Gear WA, and yeah, just all my family.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen, in 3rd place, Barry Rose. In 2nd place, he started the final from position number 9. He was best presented car and crew this weekend. He's now Australia number 2. In car number 31, Kane McDermott. And we'll just get presentation from Joe. Well, Kane, you've now got a cowboy hat and you're Australian number 2. What are your thoughts?
What do you say, mate? That's an awesome way to top off the weekend. So, yeah, congrats to Timmy. And I spoke to Baz before the B and I said, I'll see you on the A. I didn't say, I'll see you on the podium. So, no, well done to him. I've got a heap of people to thank, Jace. I mean, it's been a busy 2 months for us. So, thanks to all my family. Thanks to Steph. Thanks to Mick Johnson down from Broome giving us a hand this weekend. Thanks to Mum, Gav. I'm sure I forgot a heap. There's a heap of sponsors. But most of all, thanks heaps to my old man. I couldn't do this without him.
And one thing, a week ago, some people might not have known, you blew an engine only a week ago at practice in the WA title. A week later, here you are.
Yeah, mate, Old Faithful, she goes real good, eh? So, Kingy did one as well, and we were chatting during the week, and yeah, leave the Old Faithful in, they go pretty well. So we're very happy.
There we are, our runner-up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in car number 31, Kane McDermott. And finally, we get to our winner. From Kalgoorlie, he started out of position number 7. He was the closest to the front when this one started. In car number 13, we can take the 3 off of it and just leave the 1. Our new Australian champion from Kalgoorlie is Tim Green. Tim will just go over and see Joe. Gets an Akubra hat, because we're in the bush apparently. Oh look, we're even going to wear the Akubra hat. It looks like it fits. Look at him, Cowboy Tim Green, our newest champion. Well, it was a race of attrition, Tim, and you found yourself in front with a dozen laps to go. What were you thinking at that point?
Don't stuff it up.
And you didn't, but there was multiple restarts after that again.
Yeah, we were extremely lucky. I think it was the first red light, the car was about 215. If we hadn't had that many restarts and cautions, we would never have made it. And the left rear tyre's hanging off, and that happened at lap 14 restart. I heard this banging and I thought it's got to be the exhaust, but it's the left rear tyre, so I'm pretty happy we finished.
Well, I'm amazed you finished if that's the case. And you got the lights happening. What's that all about?
It's a gimmick. My pit crew told me about a guy that used to live in Kalgoorlie, and he was a real comedian, and he was good for Speedway. He brought the crowds. The kids loved his lights, so I thought, well, what the heck, it promotes Speedway. So we turn the lights on at big events and in the pits, and we try and get people involved.
Now, let's go back a bit. You've been racing Speedway for a long, long time. You haven't been on the podium at all, Tim, until now.
Not quite correct.
Not as the winner, is what I meant. Yeah. So definitely not as first. So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's different. I never thought it would actually happen. Told my son I'd retire if I ever won. So I don't know what I'm going to do now.
You have to defend at Waigunya next year.
Where's Waigunya?
Waigunya is in Victoria, similar to Moora. It's in the outback.
That means Laidlaw will be there, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably, but you can take your Akubra.
Oh, sweet. Oh, this might be a deal then. I'll talk to the wife and see what she says. She's talking about going to Broome too, so we'll see what we can do. Great sport, great people. Love Moora. I really enjoyed the track. It's been a great atmosphere. I can't say enough. This has been fantastic. Winning is just the cream on the cake for me. I've had a great weekend.
Now there's another presentation to be done behind you. We've got the number 1 Australia 1 roof plate to give to you, so you wear that with pride. And we've also got the perpetual trophy to give to you as well, if we can only get it out of the bag. And we'll present you with that as well, which you get for the next 12 months. So on behalf of Speedway Sedans Australia, there is the Production Sedan National Title Perpetual Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, our new national champion from Western Australia, Tim Green. And now we'll get the top 5 back over here for a photo. So we'll get the top 5 back over for some photos. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great weekend here in Moora. We hope you've enjoyed.
Perfect. Cheers, guys.